Hello students, this is Vikas Pandey again, and today we will continue the same chapter, that is matter around us pure? Students, in previous lecture you had studied about the metal, non-metal and metallites, elements and compound also. So today I am going to teach a very important thing that about the metals and the characteristics of the metals. So first of all we will see about the metal. So students, what is the metals? So metal is an element. You know students, metal is an element that is malleable. And ductile and conducts electricity. Some of the examples, there are some of the examples of the metals like iron, like Fe, like copper, aluminium, iron, zinc and so on, like platinum, chromium, sodium, potassium. So these are the metals. So now we will see the properties of the metals. Students, this is very interesting topic of the class 9th and metals properties. So the first property is the metals are malleable. Metals are malleables. Metals are malleable. This is the first properties of the metals. This means that the metal can be beaten into thin sheets with a hammer called malleables. What is the meaning of malleable? This means that metals can be beaten into thin sheets. For example, students, this is iron. And after the hammering, if it convert into thin sheets, just like my hands, it convert into thin sheets. So this is the examples of malleable. Okay, so this is the first properties of metals. This means that the metals can be beaten into thin sheets with a hammer. For examples, you know about students gold and silver, because gold and silver is a very precious metals. So gold and silver metals are some of the best malleable metals. Aluminium and copper metals are also high level metals, and all these metals can be beaten with a hammer to form very thin sheets called foil. For examples, let us take some examples to understand this. The properties of the metals are malleable. So silver metal can be hammered into thin silver foils because of its high malleability. जो सिल्वर मेटल्स होता है, सिल्वर मेटल्स को हम मेलेबल कर सकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि इसके पास हाई मेलेबिलिटी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती हैं. And similarly, aluminium metal is a quite malleable and we can be converted into thin sheet called aluminium foils. और aluminium को भी बेटा हम thin sheets में hammer कर सकते हैं. इसीलिए उसकी aluminium foil बना ली जाती है. And aluminium foils are used for पैकिंग फूड आइटम्स लाइक बिस्किट. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कि बिस्किट्स की पैकिंग जो होती है एल्युमिनियम फाइल्स में ही होती है. चॉकलेट्स होती हैं, मेडिसिन्स होती हैं, सिगरेट्स होती हैं. तो देखा होगा ये सारी की सारी चीज़ें बेटा जो है वो एल्युमिनियम की जो फॉइल होती है उसमें ही पैकिंग की जाती है. सो दीज आर सम These are some examples of metals that can be converted into thin sheets with the help of the hammer. Okay. So now we will see metals are ductile. So this is the second properties of the metals, that is metals are ductile. Metals are ductile. So students, this means that metal can be drawn into thin wires. This means the meaning of the ductile, that the metal, this means that metals can be converted into thin wires. ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी जिसके थ्रू मेटल्स को वायर्स में कन्वर्ट किया जा सकता है, तो ऐसी प्रॉपर्टीज को हम क्या कहते हैं? मेटल्स आर डक्टाइल. So now let us take some examples to understand the properties. Okay. So some are more ductile than the others, and gold and silver are among the best ductile metal. For example, just 100 milligrams of a highly ductile metal like silver can be drawn into a thin wires about 200 meter long. And copper and aluminum metals are also very ductile and can be drawn into thin wires. Students, which are used in the electrical wires. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, आप लोगों के घरों में जो वायरिंग होती है, वायरिंग के अंदर जो है कॉपर के ही तार पड़े होते हैं. So we can say the copper metal is ductile because it can be converted into thin wires, because this is the properties of metals. Now we will see the third properties of metals, that is metal are the good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors of heat, good conductor of heat and electricity. So this means that metals allow heat and electricity. This means that metals allow heat and electricity to pass through them. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये जो मेटल्स होते हैं, ये मेटल्स क्या करते हैं, ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और हीट को पास होने देते हैं, टू पास थ्रू देम easily. And metals are generally good conductors of heats. Silver metal is the best conductor of heat. You know students, silver metal is the best conductor of heat. It has the highest thermal conductivity. Copper and aluminum metals are also very good conductors of heats. Now